Big Basket, what are the different, lines of business we have, so that you will get a feel before we jump into the presentation. So basically in Big Basket, we started off with what we used to call it as a slotted delivery, okay, which was, a customer places an order and he selects a slot, and in that we do the delivery. That has been the, the main line of business for the last 8 to 10 years. And then, we had about 6-7 years back, we had started the subscription business, where, we have actually chosen the category which is most subscribed, or one category where people generally don't go and buy from outside, but it gets delivered at their home, which is actually milk. So based upon milk, we had started a subscription business, which we call it as BB Daily. Okay. And this has grown to about 15% of our business. And we find that this is a very, highly loyal customer base with a very high level of stickiness. And, whichever products customers buy, actually they subscribe, they keep buying on a regular basis. So 50% of the business in this subscription platform comes through milk, and the remaining 50% comes through a host of other products, including, a very basic product like tender coconut or eggs or bread, okay, as well as a few branded products, quite a few branded products, which we sell on the subscription platform, BB Daily. Then we have also set up vending machines, which are Bluetooth enabled, which will, which makes it very easy for the customers to buy whenever there is a sudden requirement. So we had set up these vending machines in a large number of corporates, and also in apartment complexes. We found them to be very useful from a consumer perspective during the COVID period in apartment complexes. Post-COVID, since there is no requirement for, just going and buying immediately in an apartment complex, most of these machines we had moved to corporates. So we have about 5,000 machines installed in different locations, where customer can go, he has an app in front of him, he can select a product from there, and the machine automatically opens, and he picks up the product from that. And in that, we will be able to provide all types of products, which is, regular snacking type of products, as well as cold or a chilled range, which could be even ice creams, as well as cold drinks and so on. So for impulse products, the machine-based business is fairly large. Then the fourth business which we had set up post-COVID is basically what we call as BB Now. It is our own eCommerce platform. And it has been growing very, very quickly. And over the last 18 months, it had grown to about 25% of our overall business. So with this, I'll just tell you as to how we use all these platforms and how we use Big Basket to grow the D2C brands. So the way we work is basically whenever a D2C brand gets launched on Big Basket, we try to, we have a stepwise process by which we onboard on Big Basket. And onboarding means we identify as to which are those products of the D2C brand which are still not available, which is reviewing the assortment gaps. Then we also see as to which are those products which are not available on different platforms. For example, if there is a product which we feel is more apt for either a vending machine. For example, a chips brand which is launched, we feel that is a very apt product for a vending machine. So in which case, is it there in all the vending machines or not? Second, if there is, let us say, a subscription type of a product, a breakfast cereal. Okay, so breakfast cereal, we think it is very apt for a subscription business, which is our BB Daily. And we check whether these products are available on the BB Daily platform or not. Or there's a product which is immediately consumed, which would include all types of dry fruits, all types of snacking items, and even some of these, personal care and those types of items, where, now we believe that, eCommerce has grown to be a good platform for some of those products which customer typically doesn't plan for and he wants to order as and when they require. So we check whether these products are there in BB Now platform or not, and we ensure that on the BB Now platform these products are there. So one is gaps in the product range, whether all products of a D2C brand are there with us. Second is the gap in terms of lines of business. Is it there on all the platforms or not? or is it there on the relevant platforms? Then the third one is we also have a business which is, both tier 2 as well as tier 4 cities. So I just missed our business in tier 4 cities where we actually, we have set up these pickup centers in tier 4 cities which are on a franchise basis. And so for example, Chikbalapura near Bangalore, okay, or Nasik or even a smaller town near Mumbai, where we have a pickup center. And customer places an order, it comes to the pickup center. Customer can go and either pick it up from there, or they can actually call up the pickup center and somebody can deliver from there. Okay. So both the options are available and they are typically run by a franchisee. So that is the tier 2 and tier 4 cities. So we also see whether the product is can be sold in tier 4 cities, and if it can be sold, then we add it to the tier 4 city assortment as well. Then the last one is to ensure that the availability is continuous, regular, and when a customer orders, we are able to provide the product. So which is the fill rate is high or not. Okay, so these are the basic things which we check even before we getting the products on BigBasket. Once it is done, we have a platform which we call it as BB Accelerate, which is basically, it is like one of those single windows for D2C brands. So there is a team of people in the BB Accelerate program who actually interact with the brands, and based upon whether they find that this is a category or this is a brand which is more suitable for growth on BigBasket, based on their experience before, they will actually onboard them onto the BB Accelerate platform. Once it is onboarded to the BB Accelerate platform, this team works as a single window for the particular D2C brand. So a number of popular D2C brands, for example, Mama Earth and Yoga Bar and Slurp Farm, many of them have grown on BigBasket, which I will cover in the case studies later, have grown on BigBasket by actually enrolling themselves on the BB Accelerate platform. So they will work with the brands, they will do a study of the category and the brand, and they will identify as to what are the opportunities which are there for growing the brand from a marketing perspective. Okay. Then they build a action plan with the brand, whereby they will improve the availability, they will improve the way it is shown on the platform. They will work on marketing activities, they will work on targeted marketing activities so that particular customer segment can be targeted. So this is the third one where they work with on the action plan. So this entire BB Accelerate is a monetized platform, but we found that the ROI on this BB Accelerate platform is very high for a D2C brand particularly, because the growth which they are able to achieve is far higher than what it happens on a regular business. So how they actually approach in terms of on the BB Accelerate platform for growth is basically, one, improving the discoverability of the product on the platform. Second is actually educating the customers about this product and the brand. Third would be actually how do we improve the conversion? Once the customer comes and he understands this product and the brand, then how do we actually convert the customers? So by giving, by showing the products on a targeted banner. Okay, so they can be, when we say targeting, what we mean is, there can be a very specific segmentation which we can do of the customers. So for example, for a non-veg brand, we have actually worked and created a segment as to who are all the customers who are most potentially a non-vegetarian customers. It can be based on whether they have bought a non-vegetarian product before, or they have bought a particular set of masalas which are typically used in non-veg cooking, or they have bought, a particular types of pastes or additives which go into non-veg cooking. So these are all the ways by which we identify this customer can potentially be a non-vegetarian customer, and based on that, we actually target these customers and go back to them saying, since you are most likely, eating these products, we are providing one option to you, and it is offered at a certain discount, so that the customer is also happy and the brand is also happy. So that is how we do the targeting. Then we also, once we are able to slice and dice the customer segment, and we are able to arrive at the most likely customer segment who are going to buy these products, we also do sampling to those customers. Okay. Then the next one is we can also do targeted communication in terms of push notifications and so on. Then, there is a review mechanism, and then there is a continuous, communication with the brand so that we are able to meet both the customer requirements as well as the brand requirements. Yeah, so I'm just giving you some of the examples here. Okay, so for example, this is a baby cereals, cakes and pancakes brand, where, we, out of the different, different items which are mentioned on the playbook, we select as to which are those which are most apt for this thing, and, we implement each of them. For example, this brand, we identified the assortment gaps. We realized that, that this product is most apt for a subscription business, and so we have launched it on BB Daily. And, we have provided the, the right search term banners for, increasing the discoverability of the product. We have provided ads for these based on, in all the relevant categories and for the right search words. And then we have also done sampling to increase the conversion of the product. So the net result is that we got about a 10x sales growth in 1 year. The only point to make here is most of them start on a very small base of maybe a lakh or a few lakh rupees sale at the beginning, and then they grow, over a period of 1 to 1.5 years. So this is a snacks and namkeens chips brand. So this is where, we have realized that, the chips are more apt in terms of, sale on our vending machines. So we have launched it on our vending machine, placed it in, and we also sold them, launched it on our T2 cities. Then we made them participate in all the marketing events which we do on a regular basis. And, we have created these LCD displays, etc., on all the vending machines so that the customer, recognize the brand. And then we have done the sampling, and we found that there was a 8x sales growth during a 12-month period. Typically, most of these, relationships which we establish with the D2C brands, we sign a reasonably long-term agreement, which will be at least a year, so that, the brand gets the maximum out of it. Typically, what we found was that, very short-term ones, which are for 1 or 2 or 3 months, they will, actually the brand sale will immediately fall after the 3-month season cycle is over. So it actually doesn't help to work on a very short-term basis. We have a team of people who will actually work on these brands for a minimum 6 months or a minimum 12-month basis. Then this is the Ayurveda brand. Okay, so during COVID, there was a lot of, there was a lot of excitement among the customers, and there was a lot of demand for Ayurvedic products. So we had actually ensured availability. We made them participate in all sales and did targeted banners and all that. And we again grew about 2.5x during that period. Similarly, a baby personal care brand. Again, by using the same playbook, we have actually grown by about 9x. This is nutrition bars and health bars type of this thing, where we did a lot of targeted activity for these, because we actually identified who are the health conscious customers on Big Basket, and we targeted them for this brand, and we found that there was a growth of about about a lakh. From a lakh to they grow to about 15 lakhs in 1 year. That's all.